best environment.
When I have something important to do, I will immediately find something not important to do.
Yeah,
So I'll be like, oh my God, I have to organize this drawer right now.
yeah,
Or I'll be like, I saw an Instagram ad about jogging pants. I really need jogging pants. I should probably buy them now.
yeah,
Or I'll get mad at myself and go, you know what? Grow a fucking pair and do the hard thing right now. But
yeah,
before you do that hard thing, you should probably go to the bathroom.
yeah.
Why am I procrastinating?
Well, again, procrastination is another trait
Yes.
associated with this syndrome called ADHD. And
Yes.
typically, we put off things until the very last minute.
Yes.
And then we do this rush
Well,
to get it done. Like
but
I never, in university, when I did my undergraduate training, before I went to medical school,
yeah.
I never began an essay until the night before it was due. And I'd be up all night writing it. Again, it has to do with time sense, and it has to do with lack of motivation. Now, things that you're highly motivated to do, I doubt that you procrastinate very
No,
much.
I'll do it immediately.
So ADHD is really a question of motivation. And there are certain circuits in the brain to do with motivation. And that has to develop again, like all circuits. Nobody is born with a developed brain. The motivation circuits have to develop. They run on a chemical called dopamine.
Mm-hmm.
Dopamine is essential for a sense of vitality, for curiosity, for seeking.
Yes.
And when you put under high pressure, there's high dopamine levels.
Yeah.
And then you get really motivated.
Right.
So you're waiting for that dopamine hit before you get down to doing what you need to do. It's a matter of how environment shapes brain physiology.
Now, just to have some polite pushback, do I really have ADD or do I have a childlike sense of wonder?
Why is there a contradiction? People with ADHD tend to be more playful, more curious,
Yes.
in some ways more emotionally alive, and they tend to become comedians. I mean, I've seen about probably 90% of comedians could be diagnosed with ADHD because you got this brain that jumps all over the place,
Right.
which is the essence of comedy.
Yes.
You know, so that just about every comedian I've ever met, I could diagnose within a split second with ADHD.
I think we have ADD, and many of us, unfortunately, have clinical depression as well. That's what gives us a very dark sense of humor. But I want to go down this a little bit with you, which is I will also be late to things that I care about. And
Yeah.
there's a form of, even as an adult, I'm 39 years old, I am aware that, oh my God, I'm about to be late. I've been late for dates with my wife. I've been late for pickup of parents or children. There is this, what is underneath this lack of understanding of time or procrastination? I have a theory and I'd love for you to unpack it. I think at the core of it, there's something that I want to do. And as an adult now, I know the path to it will either be painful or humiliating.
Well, let me put it in more simple terms, if I may.
Sure.
There's two things going on for you. Now, you can agree with this or not. I'm giving you my view, laying down the law here.
Sure.
There's two things going on. You really don't have a good time sense.
I have a horrible time sense.
Like if there's 10 minutes left, it's not here yet, so it's not happening yet. So that's what I mentioned before.
Absolutely.
The other is you're emotionally immature, in the sense that emotionally now you can be intellectually very advanced. It's the law of uneven development. Some aspects of our personalities and our brains can develop highly,
Right.
but others be underdeveloped. And there's a lack of responsibility there. Like if you really perceive yourself as responsible and other people's experience mattered to you as much as your own, you'd be there on time. And I promise you, if I called you up and said, Hassan, I have $1 billion for you. If you get here at 5 minutes to 8 o'clock, you'd be there at 6 minutes to 8 o'clock.
I'll be there at 7:30. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
$1 billion?
So,
Yeah.
because you'd really care. And by the way, I'm the same. All my life, I've always been late. To some extent, so I'm not criticizing you or anybody else.
Sure.
But
I mean,
it
you
is
did call me emotionally undeveloped.
But I'm calling myself emotionally undeveloped in that same sense.
Okay, great.
So
Appreciate that, brother.
So I'm not here to point fingers at anybody. I'm talking about the dynamic of what's underneath it.
Sure.
There's a certain degree of lack of maturation, which has got its charming aspects. You get to be playful and kind of childlike in a lot of ways. but it also leaves you with lack of responsibility.
Yeah.
And again, I'm telling you, you're perfectly capable of being on time if you're motivated enough. If I promised you $1 billion, you'd be there. When you're still pursuing the relationship with your wife and you're deeply in love with her and you're in that romantic phase, were you ever late?
I was still late. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
okay.
always been late. This is why, I mean, she's a ride or die.
Interesting.
And really, yeah.
Yeah.
You know how
yeah.
the state says she should get half? I'm like, she
Yeah,
should get
yeah.
more than
Well,
half. She
it's
deserves it.
it's a lack of discipline.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
I don't mean
and then
that.
I hate myself. I actually start to hate myself.
Well,
and
that's
it creates a very bad
See,
cycle.
that I would talk to you about, because if I told you that, look, I have this issue with being late, would you call me despicable?
No, but I would say it's okay to hate yourself.
Why is it okay to hate yourself?
I don't know. I think it's an Indian thing. I think there's an Indian thing to it, which is
But why
you
is
should be
it-
mad at yourself.
You
And,
should you hate anybody?
I mean, depends on what they did.
Should you hate me if I'm late?
I shouldn't hate you. You're too sweet. Yeah.
Or why should you hate yourself?
I think it comes from a place of you keep doing this to yourself, man. So you're not a serious person.
See, there's two ways you can approach that. One is you keep doing this. You're not a serious person.
And you're smart enough to know